I'm Carolee Millett, and I am a part of your Ed 200 class, and I'm super excited for this assignment because I really learned a lot. The question that I decided to focus on was, what is my work as a teacher and a learner? And the three questions that I based off of that included, what is the purpose of my role as a teacher and a learner? How will I continue my learning after graduation and as I'm teaching, and how will this continued learning affect my future students? For the first question, I liked thinking about the purpose behind my role as a teacher and a learner, because there's a purpose behind everything that we do, and if we focus on that purpose, we're sure to have more success. As a learner, we came to this earth to learn, we came to gain knowledge and experience. And so I think that not only in the role as a teacher, but in every role that we experience in life, we should be humble enough to consider ourselves learners. I really liked what Elder Bednar said about how knowledge brings about understanding, which brings about more intelligence, which is what we came here to gain. So I really enjoyed reading that. And then in my purpose as a teacher, I loved how he commented on how parents and teachers are given knowledge so that we can teach our children and our students how to learn that love of knowledge for themselves, how to gain knowledge for themselves and apply it. And I really liked how he used the word guides, in that a teacher, I think, shouldn't be focused on forcing students to learn knowledge because they're not going to retain it if they are forced to learn. We should be the guides to help them find that love of knowledge in themselves. For my second question, how will I continue my learning after I've graduated and as I'm teaching? I really enjoyed what, I can't say his name, Comenius, is that how you say his name? The philosopher said about how schools need to be prepared to further their education and be innovative in creating more ways to have success. His cycle of having imitation, deviation, rectification, I think that was like the perfect cycle to see where you were at, and then through the process of making mistakes and gaining more knowledge, we create a better program. I thought that was perfect because as we seek to improve ourselves as teachers and seek to improve the programs that we are a part of, our students will have a better educational experience. I think that the proactivity that we each have in that cycle is very important. We can't just rely on schools to just that group to do all the work for us. We as teachers need to be proactive in creating those atmospheres and opportunities for our students. We need to be proactive in seeing areas for improvement and working to make them better. And I think that goes right along with my final question, with how will my learning and seeking to improve as a learner and a teacher affect my students. I believe that as I'm learning to guide them and as I'm learning to make everything that I'm a part of better, they will in turn receive a better education. They will in turn receive a brighter future and more knowledge, which is, again, what we came here to get. I feel that the more I learn, the more my life will be in effectiveness, and the more I'll be able to give to others, and the better I'll be able to serve my Heavenly Father. And I really liked one quote from the Comenius philosophy. It said that, "At first, if at present, the little ones seem unimportant to you, regard them not as they are now, but as in accordance to the intention of God that they may and ought to be. You will see them not only as the future inhabitants of the world and possessors of the earth, and God's vicars among his creatures when we depart from this life, but also equally participators with us in the heritage of Christ, a royal priesthood, a chosen people, associates of angels, judges of devils, the delight of heaven, the terror of hell, the heirs most excellent dignities throughout all ages of eternity. What can be imagined more excellent than this? I think that really summed up the greatness of what we will be doing as teachers and as learners. And when we keep these thoughts in our heads, I feel like for me personally, I will have more the desire to continue, the more desire to improve, and the more desire to gain knowledge for myself so that I can pass it on to these heirs of the next generation that we're going through. Anyways, these are my thoughts. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.